Amud Aleph. We're talking about different pesukim that the different Rabbanim, Amoraim, they talk about it. When they get to that pasuk, they started to cry. Okay? So if I'm not mistaken, the last one we did by Rabbi Yochanan Kimat Lehakira Bache. He says, Rabbi Yochanan, let's see what line is around 13 lines from the top. The first letter is Kera. He Amud Aleph. I don't have Dalet. Okay, mine it doesn't have either Dalet or Gimel. We're gonna explain what it means. Okay, so I go one line up. We start from the beginning of the sentence. David, you have it? Yes. Wow, very nice. Huh? Kera. Yeah. Or the one line up is gonna be low. It's gonna be around 13 lines from the top. Okay. Oh, maybe show it to me. Okay. So Rabbi Yochanan Kimat Lehaikera Bache. This we're gonna see bring a pasuk. Yom Eov. When Rabbi Yochanan got to this pasuk, he used to cry. So the pasuk says like this: Hen b'kedushav lo ya'amin. So it says like from the pasuk Hakadosh Baruch Hu that he's not even has faith in the people that they are really kedushav. Why? This applies to anybody, which is a very simple thing. In life, HaKadosh Baruch Hu does not put his trust on anybody, even his kedushav, the kadosh people, because each person might sin and might do something bad, because we all have a free choice. You never know. That's why the pasuk says, simple translation, which is made him cry, is even Hashem, he does not trust even his kedushav, which means high people, holy people. If Hashem doesn't trust them, that they're gonna make a mistake. But who is gonna trust? He's not gonna trust me and you, so it's gonna be very, very depressing, But that makes sense. If you see the Torah also, you see a lot of places that Hashem doesn't put his name on any of Avot until they die. It doesn't say Elokei Abraham until he dies. Okay? It doesn't say Elokei Yitzchak. Only Yitzchak Avinu, Hashem says Elokei Yitzchak before he dies. So Rashi says over there, why? Yitzchak. Okay. No, that's that's not the reason. The reason. Okay, no. So Rashi explains over there something very interesting, because the eyes of the Yitzchak Avinu after Akedat Yitzchak couldn't see well, couldn't see that much. He was almost blind. There are different reasons. Some they say he saw the Shekhinah. Some they say the Malachim they cried. The what do you call it? The tears from the Malachim went into his eyes. Whatever reason, he became very, almost blind. Okay, so somebody cannot see, he has a less Sahara. Most Sahara you have because you see. You see things. The Kedusha comes from your eyes, or other way around. The Tumah comes from your eyes. The only person you see in the Avot that Hashem put his name on when he was alive, Rashi says, is Yitzchak Avinu. Yitzchak Avinu couldn't see so much, so he said, you're not going to sin, because he cannot see so much. But Abraham and Yaakov, no, you never know. So that's exactly what he said, Rabbi Yochanan over here. Rabbi Yochanan is saying, you cannot trust. Hashem would not trust anybody, even Kedushav. And it's very, very, in some degrees, it makes you cry. Because if Hashem doesn't trust them, who's going to trust? He's going to trust us. But we say every morning that the Modani lefanecha melechai v'chayam she'chazal mishin v'chayam Rabba emunatecha. What does it mean, Rabba emunatecha? Your faith is so much in me, which means Hashem has emunah every morning. He has a faith in you. He gives you neshama back every day. So that's very, interesting. Imagine the example is like this: somebody borrows your car, you damage it completely. Imagine you have a best car, Bentley, you give it to somebody, the next day he brings it back to you, total. Okay, are you gonna give him your car next day? You're not. Okay. So Hashem is the other way around. Hashem give your neshama back, even though you damage it so much. The Bentley you gave, it was almost, gone. Hashem has emunah. He said, I trust you one more time. One more time, one more time, one more time. Every day. Some degrees. But you see over here, to what degree? Over here, it says over here, in Pasuk in the Eob, Biktushav lo yamin. If Hashem doesn't believe, does not trust in his Kedushav, holy people, so much so other people. So that's why he made the Rabbi Yochanan to cry. Okay, now we're gonna see Maaseh story today. What does it mean that what Rabbi Yochanan saw, that he basically, what it was his kavanah? Yom Achad, one day, Habaka Azil be'orcha. He was going on the way, walking. So he saw this person is collecting te'enim, in figs, right? In Aramaic, we say te'eneh. That's different between Aramaic and Hebrew. Hebrew, we say mem at the end. In the Aramaic, we don't have mem. Te'eneh. That's what we say it. Okay? Very nice. That's a diktuk. Shavek hanach dematu, v'shakel hanach delomatu. So what he did, he would only take the te'enim, the figs, that they are not ripened yet. Amaleh told him, Rabbi Yochanan, Lav hanem alon tefe. Isn't that these are better, the ripen? Doesn't make sense. Imagine you see somebody taking the fruits, he gets the fruits are not ripened. Other way around. Usually, when you go to the tree, what you're gonna take? The one is ripened. Okay, what is he doing? Amaleh, this person told Rabbi Yochanan, Hane leorcha ba'ayin alehu. This te'enim, this figs I'm taking, I need to take it on my way. I'm traveling. Okay, I get the one that are not ripened yet. Hane natran, v'hane lo natran. This te'enim that they are not ripened yet, I could keep them for a long time. But if they are ripened already, they're not going to stay for a long time. They're going to get bad. You see, there was a very wise person. Okay, you see avocado, you're thinking you want to eat it tomorrow, or you want to eat it the week after. That's what it is. So it depends what you have when you need it for. That's how avocado works. You avocado you want to get for Shabbat. Erev Shabbat you go buy, you have mixed the ripened one. I'm gonna eat it tonight. That's what I want to do. Okay, I eat it tomorrow. Okay. Amar. So what happened? Rabbi Yochanan says, Hayinu dichtiv. That's what it means. Now I understand the pasuk. The pasuk I told you that Hashem is not ma'amin. He doesn't trust his kedushav. Hen biktushav lo yamin. What does it mean? That's just this person doesn't see this good fruits. If I take them, maybe later on they're gonna get bad. So same thing, HaKadosh Baruch Hu sees a lot of people that are tzaddikim, they're good people now, but who says maybe later on they're gonna get rotten? You never know. We have a lot of stories in the history, in the Gemara and other places. We're gonna see. This is a famous one. Gemara Acher. We're gonna see. Yeah. Huh? No, it's not Rabbi Yochanan. No, this is another one. That's this one. But we're gonna see. This is a famous one. We're gonna see Be'ez Hashem 4 people. They go to Shomayim. They go to Shomayim, and all of them they get. One of them get crazy. Only Rabbi Akiva survived. Yeah. So you're gonna see. This is a famous Gemara. This is a Gemara you never forget in your life. This is but But we learn a lesson. Don't trust yourself.
Yeah.
Don't trust yourself. Don't think, I'm somebody. You're saying even you are Moshe Rabbeinu, Hashem is not going to trust you because you never know. Just like this fruit. This fruit might get bad. This is the best fruit right now, but you never know. Okay. Huh?
I know one person.
Who?
Which one God was that?
80 years with the Kodesh Kodashim.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. That's the reason. By the way, Arizal explains why it happened. This is all this. Everything has a reason. Huh? Yes. His neshama was a certain neshama that everything happening in this world has a reason. It's not like and all the people you see, they're religious, and all of a sudden they leave everything and go. There's a reason behind it. Right. Okay. So Gemara says, and Gemara goes further. Is that so? That Hakadosh Baruch Hu does not trust even the people, the Kedushav, holy people close to him. There is this Talmid Chacham or Talmid student used to live in the neighborhood of somebody called Rabbi Alexandri. You should know, and this Alexander name very famous, very common in the Gemara time. There's a reason behind it, because what he did, he saved the Jewish people. He didn't destroy the Yerushalayim. But that year, whoever was born, they called him Alexander. That's why that's the Gemara talks about this. Because actually talking about later. Ushchev adezutar. When he died, when he was very young. Okay? The Amar, so Rabbi Alexandri, he said about him, Ibai hai merabbanan have chaye. Ve'im ita dilma mehen b'kedushav lo yamin haba. So over there, Rabbi Alexandri says that this time Chacham, he would have gone in the right path. Hashem would have kept him alive. Probably, what? He caused himself to die. So therefore, you see, the words of Rabbi Yochanan, it works, right? Am I right? So what do we say? What's it? Is a question of Rabbi Yochanan, or is a proof of Rabbi Yochanan over here? If that's the case, Rabbi Yochanan said that his words are true. Dilma mehem b'kedushav lo yamin haba.
Yeah, so they're saying that even though he was a Talmud Chacham, he couldn't trust in Hashem's word, and he passed away already. That's why Hashem took him.
Once again, so but is it against what Rabbi Yochanan is saying, or this is a proof for Rabbi Yochanan?
What Rabbi Alexandri said was against. So they're saying if that's true, maybe he was one of the ones that he was very kadosh, so he was like the ripe fig.
So therefore, what? Therefore, why he died? Why he died?
Because he was a tzaddik.
Because he was tzaddik, he died.
Yeah.
I say,
They're saying according.
So it doesn't go back, or he doesn't sin.
So it doesn't go back.
So Hashem took him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He might go on the wrong path. He said he might one of these people that will go to the wrong path. That's why Hashem took him.
According to.
Yochanan was the one saying that he was saying that Hashem. Yeah, but here it says. Kadosh, right? But it's not a possibility. But here it says. So this was actually proven.
Once again, so according to Rabbi Yochanan, he wasn't supposed to die. That's what Rabbi Yochanan is saying.
No, so according to Rabbi Yochanan, if we go read it back, it says, עכשיו הבנתי את הפסוק, כמו שאוכלים את החלוקה לא קטנים בשלוש תוכן האכילה, שמה יחלקו בדרך. כך לפעמים אין הקדוש ברוך הוא מניח לצדיקים צעירים לעבור את הדרך הארוכה של החיים בעולם הזה, שמא יבואו לידיכם. So he takes them from this world earlier.
Okay.
So they not get.
Okay, very nice. What's the case of Alexander question Rabbi Yochanan?
So he said that if he died. Yeah, but then.
So how does it question Rabbi Yochanan?
But Rabbi Yochanan says you cannot trust Hashem.
It's a question.
No,
He's not questioning him, but they're saying since he said this, then now maybe we can question Rav Yochanan, because if he was correct, then it seems like
Rabbi
maybe he didn't
Alexander
die
said,
because
But Rabbi Alexander said if he was a
he gave
better
two,
Talmud,
he gave two examples.
Yeah,
He said
he was
if he
saying that.
was,
and we're saying kind of that his statement holds weight. So why would he say that if Rabbi
if he was
Yochanan is
תלמיד
saying that
חכם,
it's
אם הוא היה
opposite
תלמיד חכם שהיה הולך בדרך חכמים, הוא היה נשאר בחיים. כבוד הרב, הוא אומר, אם הוא היה תלמיד חכם שהיה הולך בדרך חכמים, הוא היה נשאר בחיים. אבל השם ראה שהוא תלמיד חכם שיכול לצאת לתלמוד רעה, אז הוא לקח אותו מהעולם. הוא לא סומך עליו.
Okay, so how is it against Rabbi Yochanan?
It's not against him.
So what are we saying over? This Alexandri is it against Rabbi Yochanan or not?
No.
I thought this is we're talking on the Prush of the Rabbi Yochanan over here.
Yeah.
What's the
He gave us
question?
an example. This guy, if he was,
Alexander?
he was kadosh, but Hashem didn't trust him, so he took him away.
So that's good for Rabbi Yochanan.
I don't think he wanted
But
to.
Alexandri said the opposite.
Alexander saying opposite. He's saying he wasn't.
Why?
If he would have lived a better life, he would have lived.
Yeah, if he was
If he was what?
righteous,
Righteous, he
he
would
would have lived.
Okay, but because Hashem didn't trust him that he will stay on the path, he took him away. But he was tzaddik.
So others.
Because I read the
Even
next
if he was
part.
tzaddik,
The next
Hashem
part.
still didn't trust him.
But that would be the opposite of Rabbi Yochanan.
What was the story that Rabbi Alexander said?
How does it make sense? Well, I thought he's asking question Rabbi Yochanan.
Rabbi Alexander Amar, Ibai
The Gemara asked a question.
The Gemara asked question.
Ask a question Rabbi Yochanan.
Yeah.
That's not a question
Yeah.
Rabbi Yochanan. We're trying
Yeah.
to figure out what's the question Rabbi Yochanan. What's the question Rabbi Yochanan? One more time. One more time. Let's do the event. One more time. Let's go to any. If that's the case, that Rabbi Yochanan says that that only the Bachurim Sadiqim, the young people that are Sadiq, Hakadosh Baruch Hu would take him away before their time, so they should not do Avera. Well, how Talmud the Haba B'Shivut the Rabbi Alexandri is a person who was to live in the neighborhood of Rabbi Alexandri. Uchshev at the Zutar. He died at the time he was very young. Amar, Rabbi Alexander is told about him. Ibaem Hai Merabanan Have Chaye. That what does it mean? Ibae Hai Merabanan Have Chaye. If he wanted this Talmid Chacham to basically wanted to live more, he could be stay alive. Who caused him to die? No, himself. Himself caused him to die. If that's the case, if the Tzaddikim, they die in the early age, so they should not do Avera, Dilma, Mehem, Miklushav, Lo Yamin Hava. This Talmud, maybe he went in a good path, so therefore what? I don't get the last part. I don't get it. Right. That's the answer. That's the answer. That's the answer for it. We have the question right now.
He's discounting the possibility.
What?
He discounts by saying if he would have lived a righteous life,
Okay.
then
He could live longer. Okay. What is it? Why is it against?
There's no possibility that maybe it's for this other reason. That because he had no other road, that Hashem took him before his time, prevented it. He's saying that's not possible because for sure, if he lived better, he would live longer. So he's taking away. He's saying it's impossible what Rav Yochanan says by saying that. So because he makes the claim like for sure. If he lived differently, he would live longer.
But doesn't he say that Hashem would take him away before they do a sin?
Before.
But this guy already did a sin.
We don't know that yet.
Because if you read the next part, it
The
says
next
that
part,
he,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the next part. was,
We don't know what's going to be. That's the only unexpected.
the next part explained this part.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
have to read the next part to understand it. Yeah.
The next part, then he says, this was a student who rebelled against his teacher. So he's saying we know for sure he's not someone who has no avera. So it's not a contradiction.
So yeah, he didn't take him because he was kadosh.
Right, he took it because of that.
So it doesn't discount this thing.
So
That's
because,
already the answer.
so once again, that's going to be answered. What the question is, what's the question?
Yeah, but the answer.
Okay, let's see the answer.
What is this Talmud Chacham? Is it kadosh that Hashem took him before
Before he
so
does
it's
the
not
sin,
sin?
Okay.
Or did he die young
Because he did a
sins?
sin.
Okay, so he died because he sinned. That's
the answer again.
okay. Let's see. So it's Gemara says, "Hahu that Talmud we're talking about the Talmud Alexandri mevaet berabotav haba." He was somebody who disrespected his rabbanim. That's why he died before his time. So then we go back to Rabbi Yochanan. He said that Rabbi Yochanan is we have to go like the beginning. So how do you answer the question?
That he died because of his sins.
So what? What's the explanation of the pasuk to Rabbi Yochanan?
Okay, that's what I don't understand.
Okay, so what's going to be the explanation of the Rabbi Yochanan now?
That it doesn't disprove it. It still has a possibility.
Maybe only
to
in
be true.
this case.
Because if
This specific case.
it's not contradicting anymore. Now that we know he does have
No, okay,
averot,
so how does Rabbi Alexandri explain this pasuk?
Is Rabbi Yochanan saying the only reason you will die early is if you didn't do a sin and Hashem?
that's what it looks like at first.
So we have to say over here in this case the exception that we're not talking with the Torah, but the pasuk said Biktoshav lo ya'amin does not apply to this person.
In this specific
This specific case, he died because it's averot. Usually, because Shav Yamin means that Hashem does not trust because maybe he's going to do a chet. But over here, it has nothing to do with that pasuk. That pasuk, we're talking about somebody's kadosh. This case of this Talmud, this is not a kadosh. Okay, very good, fine. Okay. Now, another pasuk, we're gonna see Rabbi Yochanan again. He cries when he gets to this pasuk. What's the pasuk now? Rabbi Yochanan kimat lahikira bache. The pasuk says the Malachi, one of the Nevi'im, vekarabti alechem lamishpat, va'iti ed memaher bimchashefim ubimnoafim umanishbaim lashaker uoshke sechar sachin. What happened? Hashem sometimes he fasten, he makes it earlier to judge the world. Why? Because Hashem wants to destroy the Reshaim. What kind of Reshaim? If you look at the pasuk, we have, for example, Mechashefim. Who is Mechashefim? Yeah, magician, witchcraft, whatever you want to call them. Uvam Noafim. Uvam Noafim, people they do zanut, adultery. Okay? Umanishvaim Lashaker. They swear falsely, right? They take an oath to lie. Uoshke sechar sachir, or people they don't give the money of the people they work for them. Okay, so we see from this pasuk that Hashem sometimes comes and judge the world earlier in order to destroy these people. These are Reshaim. Okay. So now says Rabbi Yochanan from this pasuk. Evet sherabo mekarvo leduno. What does it mean? Evet. What is Evet? Slave. That sherabo, his master, mekarvo leduno. He makes him to get judged earlier. Vememahel lehaido, and testify against him. And he doesn't wait. Takana yeshlo. Does he have any takana? Could do anything for him? It's not a good situation. It seems like from this pasuk you don't get so much chance. That's what it seems from this pasuk. Sometimes Hashem has to basically other way around.
Hashem is
Hashem is Erech HaPayim. From this pasuk, it seems sometimes Hashem make it earlier. Okay, speedy, fast. He's gonna do. Hashem is gonna do. Even though it's not the time to judge now, but Hashem does it because of this Reshaim. He wants to, Rabbi Yochanan wants this applied to everybody. That's what it seems from here, that we are a slave of Hashem. Hashem sometimes, judge us, unfortunately, earlier than the time was supposed to be. Amar Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. Oy lanu sheshakel aleinu hakatuv kalot kechamurot. So Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai says on this pasuk that basically why it's very bad for us that Hashem took us the averot kalot. What's averot kalot? Light ones. Which one? Right. We have in the pasuk oshke sechar sachir. What is oshke sechar sachir? Holding the payment. Right. It's something. Okay, it's bad. Kechamurot. You are comparing Hashem, something light, with something other things bad. Other things like we have these people. We have mena'afim. People they're doing adultery is very bad. So how come Hashem compared these two together? He said in one sentence. It's very hard to, and Hashem would judge them in the same way. It's very scary. Very scary. Sometimes you say, "What did I do, Rabbi? I didn't do anything. I just didn't do this."
Doesn't that go back to it says that if you have a bad neighbor and you stay around him, you also will get punished?
So what? Once again, which over here we have the pasuk?
No, I'm just saying, isn't that same idea that because those people?
No, but the question is, there is punishment. There is no question of punishment. How much? How badly are you gonna get punished? In the pasuk, when he brings some sins, and you put this one, which is a light one, with the other ones were very big, it's very scary. It seems like even though you do something very light, you're gonna be compared with somebody that adultery, and it's very scary. That's why,
You share it true, but I remember it was saying, which scared me, that if there's something that's a light avera, but you do it like, oh, it's just a light avera, and you approach it just like that.
Nah, it's a cater. Yeah, that's what you approach. Fine, I understand. But at the same time, it's very hard to understand the whole pasuk. Where is the pasuk from? Malachi.
It's the last book of
Right. Okay, over there the pasuk talking about the almana actually. So I'm not so surprised, but I don't know why Rabbi Yochanan is surprised. If you look at the pasuk, you have the pasuk. It says, "U'oshke sechar sachir almana v'yatom u'mate ger." Okay, that's a continuation of the pasuk. So very interesting. Mesilat Yesharim, what is one of the famous sefarim we have? It talks about this part of the Gemara. That this pasuk actually, and it says, Hashem would judge you midah keneged midah as much as you sinned. It can't be the kavanah, the understanding of the Gemara is of Rabbi Chanan that is going to be the same punishment. It can't be. HaKadosh Baruch Hu would judge you as much as you did sin. Midah keneged midah. There's something more, something less. You cannot say that everything is same. Right, exactly. Right. And Maharsha says over here that we are not talking about the same person. We're talking about different people.
So maybe big tzaddik that did
right. So it could be
will be judged like a regular person that did holding four different standards. Makes sense, Masha'Allah?
Also, one of the Farashim explained, when you do Avera, when you sin, it shows that you are taking away the kingdom of HaKadosh Baruch. It's not really the Avera what you do. Okay? When you do somebody's sin, doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter what sin he does. He's showing, I don't believe in Hashem. Okay? So, doesn't matter what Avera you do. Because you don't believe in Hashem, you don't trust Hashem, you don't want to take him as your king or your master, anything you do, it shows you don't want to accept him. So the punishment is going to be same.
So all the punishment gonna be same. Doesn't matter what.
According to this, some opinion. Not everyone. Mesrat Sharim doesn't go that way. Mesrat Sharim says that can't be. That can't be. But you understand that if a person does not believe that Hashem is looking at him and Hashem is watching him, doesn't matter what he does everything. Because he doesn't really care. There is somebody here. Anyway, let's go further. So you're gonna have continuation of the post here. Rabbi Yochanan. Now we're gonna go to Rabbi Leshtakish. Amar Leshtakish. Kol hamate dino shel ger. What does it mean? Keilu mate dino shel ma'ala. If somebody comes, in the Torah, we have extra mitzvah to love the ger. Somebody becomes a Jew. You have after l'eracha kamocha. You have to love every Jew. You have an extra mitzvah, double love for somebody became a Jew. Over here also we have another halacha that anyone who comes and he misjudge a ger is like he did chas v'shalom misjudge Hashem. Okay, shene'emar, it says end of the pasuk umate ger. So umate, this word means umate means to tilt, to change, to misjudge that person, that somebody does it. Now, how does it apply to Hashem? We could read it umati. Umate, we could change it umati with the chrik ketiv. So what has to mati? What the you are changing, tilting me. You could read mate or mati. Mati means to change me. Mate means to change. Because continuation mate goy. So you could read it differently. You write it and read it differently. One way is mate ger, to change, misjudge the ger. Somebody became a Jew. At the same time, you could read it mati. Gemara make a darasha over here. It's chas v'shalom. If somebody does that, misjudge a ger, huh? Mati means to tilt me, which is Hashem. Okay? To misjudge me. Okay? So it's chas v'shalom, you misjudging Hashem. It's just you do misjudge a goy, a ger, which was a goy before. Now is like doing it to me. That's what Hashem is saying. Because you have to be very careful. So it's worse a person, it seems like sometimes you don't think that way. It's worse you misjudge and tilt the judgment of a ger more than a Jew, regular Jew.
It says something interesting. We don't have the whole pasuk that says that everything else but mate ger has a bet before.
Has a what before? Bet?
From chashvim, from na'afim,
Oh, you have the pasuk on the side. You have a pasuk on the side. So if I look at the pasuk on the side, all the new Gemara they have pasuk. So it says bam chashvim u'mem na'afim u'man shveim lashaker u'ushke sechar sachir almana biyatum u'mate ger. So it doesn't have a bet. So therefore what?
That's why you can read it both.
You could do both ways. Okay, very nice. Okay, we go further. Another darasha. It's a continuation of the same pasuk. We're using the same pasuk, different explanation. Amar Rabbi Chanina bar Papa. Kol also devar, anyone who does a avera. Devar means something bad, okay? Umitcharet bo, and basically he regret. Very nice, thank you so much. Mochalin lo miyad. They're gonna forgive him right away. Shenemar velo yereuni. The end of the pasuk says velo yereuni. What does it mean yereuni? Huh? Fear me? Velo yereuni says. Oh, but because you didn't fear me, that's what happened, right? If you have a fear from Hashem, you wouldn't have done this averot. Ha yereuni. If you have fear from me, muchani lahem miyad. The whole reason I'm gonna punish you because you don't have fear from me. Once you change, you do teshuvah, you not regret what you did, which means you're afraid of me, you have fear from me, Hashem gonna forgive you right away. So what do you say, David? You have a question?
Yes. Are we still on that Mishnah about who comes to
Yes.
the...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Rabbi, is
Yes.
that like the mainstream ruling for when you do a sin? If you get immediately like
No,
like,
no, no,
okay.
no. There are few steps for teshuvah. We're gonna
But
see.
even when you do teshuva, you're still like held liable. You're still
There are
like,
certain averot, even you teshuvah, you have to get punished. You have to get isurim. Certain you have to wait until Yom Kippur. Certain of them you have to until you have to die. So the different one is different. So according to him, he wants to learn from the pasuk, and once you regret it, you're not gonna get punished. You're gonna get forgiven. Huh?
Goes together with what you said before. If somebody do any avera, means he doesn't fear Hashem.
Right.
No,
Right. Right.
I
Okay.
forgot how we got to all these psukim.
So this is the derech of the Gemara is goes usually. Sometimes you talk about something, then you go because this person said something, we bring other things he said. Then we go further, other people also said such a thing. The same pasuk. So as you see a few pages, you go off tangent. So that's gonna be. Okay. It's good because you don't get bored. The different subjects, Rabbi Yochanan kimat lehakerabach. We're talking about crying right now. Rabbi Yochanan gets to this pasuk, he's gonna cry. He did use cry. Kiet kol maaseh Elohim yavi b'mishpat al kol ne'elam. What does it mean? Hashem would bring to judgment whatever he did. Doesn't matter. Everything. Even al kol ne'elam. There are things. A person, he didn't know. It's shogeg. What does shogeg mean? I don't know the halachot of Shabbat. I do something, I think it's okay. For me, in my eyes, I didn't do any avera. To me, it's hidden, ne'elam. But for Hashem, it's not ne'elam. It's not hidden. He's not going to punish you.
you had an option to do a mitzvah, but you didn't notice.
What?
You didn't do it.
Uh,
So you had an option to do a mitzvah.
Like what?
You just passed by.
You're right.
Give a right to say.
Okay, so we're talking about avera over here. We're talking lo ta'aseh. We're talking lo ta'aseh. It depends what it is.
I'll tell you one thing. The same idea of there's averot. I mean, a mitzvot that you do that you don't even know is like a mitzvah, or you're doing a segula or something, and you still get something amazing happens and you don't even realize.
But over there, it goes in your account anyway.
Yeah, and this also.
But for the goyim, it's the opposite.
No, I'm saying for you, this is all forgiveness.
For Jewish people, even you think about doing the mitzvah, you get the sechah reward. And decide to invite you for Friday night. Okay? Let's see. So then what's going to happen? Hashem, count for me. I did it already. Because that's what I want. I want to help you. If really
It only counts if you cancel. Not if you change your mind and you don't do it, right?
Right. Could be. Yeah.
If you're stopped
That's
from doing
right. It's good point. Yeah, good point. Good point. Okay? Good point.
I Otherwise, you're just walking
Yeah,
and
I'm just thinking about mitzvot over there.
It's really the same thing. I know people.
But usually, it's such a person. People really mean it. They don't change their mind.
No, I understand, but I'm saying that in case if something happens and you can't do it.
Okay.
And Averot?
Okay.
Averot?
Averot, no. Only hirhurim for the woman.
Okay.
That's by thinking you do
Because
avera.
by thinking
Yeah, by thinking you do avera. If I have in mind to rob your house tonight, I don't get punished for it. Okay. That's how it goes. Yeah. That's the Gemara Kiddushin. Okay. Okay. So what it goes further. So Hashem would judge you al kol ne'elam. Anything also is hidden to you. Now, why is it so bad that you made him cry? I don't understand. You have a master that would punish the slave or his worker for anything he did, even he didn't know he did wrong. Shogek. It's very scary. Because Hashem would, we're here talking about Hashem, would judge you for everything bad you did. Doesn't matter you did it b'mezid, purposely, or b'shogek, not purposely. That's why he cried. Because Hashem would judge you for both. Of course, the punishment is going to be less because you are shogek. And basically, when it comes Yom Kippur, other things you did shogeg, you don't know, Hashem gonna forgive you. We're not talking about the. He just this. He reads this pesukim in a way to understand how bad it is, even you do something b'shogeg. Don't think what? Okay, I don't know the halacha. It's okay. Okay. So now, Gemara ask a question. May al kol ne'elam. Amarav ze hahore kina bifne chavero. Nim aspa. There's something that you don't realize that a person might think he's not doing any avera, but when a person comes and kills the kina, what is kina? Right. Lice. Lice. Let's say I kill a lice in front of your eyes, and you get disgusted.
Which one is the one like Pinchas?
What? Like, huh?
Pinchas, what does he have? Wasn't it Kina? Not Achaz Rishon lights, but I'm
No.
What's the word for
that's with the kuf,
oh.
and also kina.
Okay.
Over here we're saying kina with the chaf. Okay, it's different. If you know the pronunciation, that's kina. This is kina. Okay.
There's also kina with without that.
Right.
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 So what I'm saying, if you do something
Disgusting in the front of the eyes of your friend, and he gets disgusted, and you don't realize even. For you, is what do I do? Okay, just keep the fly in front of him. This is not the fly. It's not talking about the lice, but something disgusting, and your friend get disgusted. In your eyes, I didn't do anything, but your friend got disgusted. You should not do something that your person get disgusted. That's what the pasuk really means. In your eyes, kol ne'elam is hidden. You don't understand what did I do wrong, but Hashem would judge you for that. Ushmuel Amar ze harak bifne chavero venimas. There's somebody who spit out saliva in front of his friend, and he got disgusted. That's gonna get punished too. This is all depends to what society you're living in and what people are thinking. In Iran, if you blow your nose, they kick you out. They get disgusted. Everyone get disgusted. Over here, nobody gets disgusted. Everyone does it, Okay? So it depends where you are. Sometimes your friend doesn't get disgusted. You do something. Sometimes they do. So I have to know. So it depends all to the place where you are, what people are around you, all these things.
The rope, if your friend, he's just extra sensitive.
You have to be sensitive about it.
Specific to him.
Yes,
or to
of
the
course.
place?
It says "V'ahavta l'ra'acha kamoch." What does "v'ahavta l'ra'acha kamoch" means? Okay, so like yourself. What does it mean? I like steak. Okay, you like sushi. When I invite you to my house, what do I cook? Why? I have to love you like myself. Myself means you have to, just like you have to eat this, we have to find out what your friend likes. So when you go out with your wife, take some to restaurant, you order what she likes, not you like. That's how it goes. Okay. That's what after that karocha means. It doesn't mean you have to be selfish. You know, I invite you to my house, I make you a steak. I don't like your steak. Why do you make you a steak tonight? I like sushi. Unless you don't know, okay, you don't know. You have to find out later. Okay, but in general, we're saying also over here, your friend is get disgusted with this, sensitive about it. Be careful about it. Be sensitive about it. That's part of the what we have to do. Okay, so go further. We done? Oh, too late. We're gonna go to the Musar now.